everyone, this is Jane with Barlow Herbal, and in this video I'm going to give you some information about the antiviral properties of a lot more plants than you may be aware of. Now here at Barlow Herbal, we're really well known for our work with lomatium and all the products that we've been making from the plant lomatium for almost 50 years. So this is something we have been doing for a long time. Many of you know I carry on my dad's work. He was really well known in the field of herbal medicine. He was a field guide for the U.S. Forest Service. He was just one of those people who was really ahead of his time. Or maybe he was ahead of his time in the modern world. But these are things that almost all peoples knew. Indigenous people, you even look at some of the people around the planet, and most people still turn to natural remedies first. It's just the people in the modern world, it almost feels like we've been kind of stuck in this wheel of not realizing that Mother Nature has all of the things that we need to help us stay well. Now, I think that this is a beautiful time to realize this because there's a lot of things changing in the world. So what I wanted to do today is just give you some information about some herbs that you might not be aware of as far as their powerful antiviral properties. Now, one of my favorites is something that I take every day for reasons like anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, powerful antioxidant, and this is actually turmeric. Now, turmeric is a humble little herb. It's so well known, and where it gets its power is a compound called curcumin. And the root of the turmeric plant is where all of the properties sit in this plant. So let me just give you some information about this. I think this is absolutely amazing. And this is as far as the viral part of this, because I've actually been digging into some research. I've been in high formulation mode. I have if you're watching this when it first came out, it's the first week of January. We're just starting at the second week of January of 2024. And I have been in deep inspiration, formulation, development phase, and I just turned in a formulation to the manufacturer this morning. So that is actually very exciting. Okay, so this is some of the research I found about turmeric in just a really short little nutshell. Curcumin has been shown to inhibit the replication of various viruses, including influenza A, hepatitis B and C, HIV, and herpes simplex viruses. Okay, that is broad. That is huge, right? It interferes with different stages of the viral life cycle, such as attachment, entry, and viral protein synthesis. So this is all turmeric. You know, I believe that, of course, I've been researching this for a long time and also taking it for a long time. I started taking turmeric daily probably 25 years ago. I'm very, very active as far as physically. I love to hike, I love to exercise, I love to be in the gym. This is just something that's been a part of my lifestyle, not just as an adult, but my dad used to take us out. We'd be, hiking and running along the dirt roads alongside the car when we'd go on a camp out. We'd all get to drag sticks and run along, and being active is just a really, really normal part of my life. So as I started to get older, I realized not only does turmeric have anti-inflammatory benefits, but it also is a powerful antioxidant and provides powerful anti-cancer benefits. Because to me, it's all been about prevention. So there is that piece of turmeric that has powerful antiviral properties. So if you think about it, let's just say this again. It interferes with different stages of the viral life cycle. So it interferes with it, such as attachment, entry, and viral protein synthesis. So that's turmeric. That's something super easy. So if you're looking for maybe an alternative to a antiviral that you've been used to, or you're just looking for something new that has some power to it, maybe you've never tried turmeric as a supplement, that would be something I would seriously take a look at. It's easy, it's inexpensive, and it's one of the best things that you can add into your diet for so many reasons. Now, the second thing I want to share with you is a plant that also is one of my very favorites. It's called cat's claw, and we have been making a tincture out of that for many years. This is one of the tinctures my dad used to make. So, you know, he's been gone now for 26 years, and, you know, this is one of those things that, again, powerful antioxidant, powerful anti-inflammatory, and also powerful anti-cancer properties that are part of cat's claw. Now, there are some antiviral properties to it as well. So listen to this. Some studies suggest that cat's claw extracts may have antiviral effects by inhibiting the replication of certain viruses, including herpes simplex virus HSV and human papillomavirus HPV. These effects are attributed to the plant's bioactive compounds such as quinovic acid glycosides. So that's cat's claw. So not only will it go after inflammation, and this is something that I used really heavily when I had my knee surgery, is I did a lot of cat's claw because of how powerful it is in the anti-inflammatory space. So very, very awesome for that. Now the third thing that I just kind of wanted to mention was we actually do a tincture called Daily Vitality. And this is a tincture that is something that, again, I started taking this when I was 35. It has several different herbs in it, and there's two very powerful antiviral herbs in our Daily Vitality. So this is definitely something for you to know. One is called Astragalus. Now here, it has a whole bunch of other properties, like it actually helps your immune system. It's of course got antioxidant properties, anti-inflammation, but here's where it goes after viruses. Some studies suggest that Astragalus extracts may directly inhibit the replication of certain viruses. That sounds exactly like cat's claw, right? Including the hepatitis B and herpes simplex virus. This effect is attributed to its active compounds, including astragaloside IV and astragalus polysaccharides. So there are certain compounds in astragalus that actually give it all these properties. And to me, it's like Mother Nature provides these things so beautifully for us that what we just need to do is we need to educate ourselves, and we need to tune in and listen to what our body needs, right? Now the second thing that's in the Daily Vitality that has powerful antiviral properties is chaparral. Now chaparral is one of my favorites, and I've actually been using this just individually. I make a single tincture. In fact, I have this whole little apothecary at my house where I have all kinds of herbs curing in different alcohols, and it's something that I use for myself and my family. In fact, it almost could be a little store here because many of you know that my family is quite large. Not only do I have 13 siblings, so I make 14, but I have over 50 nieces and nephews, and many of my nieces and nephews are grown up and have their own families. So when I formulate and when I make different products, and even some of the stuff that we make that we put out to the public, I make a huge group of that here at my house, and it's all part of what I share with my family. So to me, this is one of the funnest things that you can do. In fact, I'm just going to put a little shameless plug in here for my online course, because I actually teach you how to make herbal tinctures inside my online course. And not just that, but I teach you how to make herb-infused oils. I teach you how to make almost everything in there, homemade soap, all kinds of things. So if you want to learn how to make tinctures, it's actually very, very easy. It's easy to make them. Where you get to be the little bit of challenge is where are you sourcing? Where are you sourcing these from, right? So let's go back to chaparral. Now chaparral is one of those herbs that has a little bit of controversy behind it because it's gotten a bit of a unfounded reputation for being toxic to your liver. And from my extensive research into this herb, one of the reasons I make it into a single for myself is because I like to use it for family members for things like a herpes virus or whatever. So this is actually a really powerful antiviral that is very well known for that. So let me kind of share this with you about chaparral. Chaparral extracts derived from the leaves and the stems of the plant have been studied for their potential antiviral properties. Some studies suggest that certain compounds in chaparral, such as NDGA, and it's this whole long word that ends in acid that I can't pronounce, but it's called NDGA, exhibit antiviral activity against a wide range of viruses, including herpes virus, influenza, and HIV. Okay, it also, the NDGA is also the prominent compound that's been shown to interfere with the replication of certain viruses by targeting various stages of the viral life cycle. So some of these sound familiar to, like, same with the turmeric, same with the cat's claw. There's an interruption of the viral life cycle that these plants contain, which is a really beautiful thing. If you're trying to go after a viral load, you're trying to go after, you know, say you get a cold or you get a flu or whatever, there's an interruption in that cycle. This includes inhibiting viral attachment, penetration, and replication within the host cells. So both the Astragalus and the chaparral are in our daily vitality. So if you're looking for an alternative to an antiviral herb that you might have been using for a while, I would highly suggest you take a look at that. Now, you also might want to take a look at things like Echinacea. You know, Echinacea is so well known for all kinds of things that go after, you know, cold and flu season, building your immune system, wound healing. The thing with Echinacea is you do need to rotate it around. Your body can build an immunity to an herb like Echinacea, so I would say go a month or two on and then take a month off, you know, and then go back on it. So Echinacea is not something you want to take long term every single day. Just kind of an FYI. Now, also, all of the information that I'm sharing with you in this video is not meant to be medical advice. This is my own opinion based on my own experience and my own research. And what it's designed to do is simply entertain you and educate you. But if you have a serious health problem or a serious issue, you definitely need to go get medical treatment, check it out with your doctor. This is all meant to be not medical advice, just something for me to share with you on my own experience with these beautiful herbs. So what I would say is do a little bit of research on your own, all right? Because to me, and then tune in. What does your intuition tell you? You know, I think that we leave that part of the equation out and we stop being brave because, you know, one of the things that I found the most curious is, you know, we might get a prescription drug that we need to take either long-term or temporarily from our doctor, and we don't even question it. We just, and I think we're getting better at that as modern humans. I really do. I think we're getting better at saying, what are the side effects and how is this going to hurt me more than it's going to help me? And how short-term, you know, can I be on it? I do think that we are becoming wiser in our decisions, especially when it comes to our own health. But what I find is there are many people who will simply take something because their doctor suggests it and they don't even question it. But when it comes to taking something natural, you know, I've had even family members that I'll say, hey, you should do turmeric in place of that anti-inflammatory. And what I find happens, and this is mostly with not family members, but with people that friends, they will turn into deep researchers and they'll be like, well, I don't know, I need to research. And I also think that that's fine. I think it's actually a good thing to become a researcher when it comes to anything you put in your body, anything. You shouldn't necessarily trust what other people tell you. You know, do your own due diligence and then tune in. What does your higher self say to you? Does it say, oh, this feels right for me? Because something that might feel right for someone, even say something like turmeric or cat's claw, it might not be or feel right for someone else. Because while we are all living on this same planet, we're all different. We're all a little bit different. So please keep that in mind as well. Now, there is one more thing I wanted to bring up, and this is a really beautiful blend that we have. It's called Mood and Energy Blend, and it actually comes in a capsule form and it comes in a liquid glycerin form. So the liquid glycerin is fast acting. You put it right under your tongue, and the capsules are longer lasting. Now, this was designed to help lift you out of a small depression, to help increase your mood, and it's got a couple of beautiful antiviral herbs in it. Now, these are rhodiola, lemon balm, and hyssop. So to me, it's like, if you look at many different blends. You might not be aware, but that they contain antiviral properties, just like a lot of plants contain antioxidant properties and improving digestion properties. Like, there are so many things that plants were put on this earth to help us and sustain us and bring us more joy, because when we are healthy in this physical body, we have so much joy if we just feel good. So I hope this has been helpful. Again, remember, this was not meant to be medical advice. This was just meant to entertain you and give you some ideas on the way my brain works and some of the things that I look at when I'm taking care of myself and my family. So let me know if you have any questions, and we will talk to you in the next one.